want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Basham Rabash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the men of the hopeful and sincere elect. This is Makazar from the Trinidad camp. Just want to do the edification for the elect's sake. And basically this video is about, holding posts, right? Or basically even in the life. When we are out there on the highways and we're doing the Lord's work, we're doing the Lord's work. So whether you be evangelizing, the scriptures to let the prophets, let them speak 2 by 2. All right? Whether you're reading, whether you're holding up signs, whether you're holding posts, we out there to do the Lord's work. So then if we out there to do the Lord's work, guess what? We can't do our own business. Scriptures say we are prisoner of Yahushai. So then therefore, if we are prisoner of Yahushai, then it's only limited to what we could do. All we could do is go out there and preach. The scripture said, the Lord had uttered his voice. Who can but prophesy? So we're going out there with the Lord's voice. And the Lord's voice is to prophesy. Alright? That's what the scripture said, a man of wisdom shall see thy name. Because when we go out there, it's to preach the Lord's Yahweh Shai's doctrine. Not to do our own thing. Meaning, like when you're holding posts, alright, you might have men holding posts and they having their own conversation. Contrary to what's going on. So you need to pay attention on the lineup or when you're holding posts. Sometimes, the apostles or the camp leaders or the elders or whatever the case is, they might do an important breakdown right there on the highways and not on a sit down. They might do it right there on the highways. And by you having your own discussion, probably what happened in the week, some woman who happened at the gym, on work, you actually miss that breakdown. Because the thing is, you can't go and press rewind. Or you might not even be aware that it was happening so that after the works, you could go and look at it again. Alright? So you actually missed that breakdown or that important point that was said. Alright? So you need to pay attention when you're holding posts. The post is not for you to just go and hang out and just chill and talk. You need to hold posts. The post is actually a position. So you need to, the scripture says, magnify my office. If holding posts is your office, magnify your office. Alright? Don't just hold posts just because you want a lollygag. Hold posts like them soldiers in the UK that, when they're holding posts, they don't move, they don't budge. Alright? So we need to be like that when we're holding posts. We need to focus on the works. Alright? This is Ecclesiastes 5 verse 1. It says, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of Yahweh, and be more ready to hear than to give a sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. So yeah, you might see men in the background, they laughing, they having their own time, while the work's going on in front. And it's not supposed to be like that. Yeah, you and a brother might speak about something, might talk about a scripture, wherever the case is. Alright, no problem. But then when it goes beyond that and you having a, as in Flintstones, you having a good time in the back, it look like a party going on in the back, something totally separate. Guess what then? That is when you're going off. Alright? Another thing, when you're holding posts, you're actually holding posts as a guard or shield for the men that evangelizing. So now, let's say you're back turned to the men evangelizing because you holding posts and some incident was to take place in front. A man to pull out a weapon or whatever the case is. You would actually be late to the draw because you wasn't paying attention to what was going on. You wasn't listening to that something was escalating behind you. Alright? You wasn't there holding posts. And therefore you would be at fault if something was to happen to the men that were in front of you because you wasn't holding posts properly. Alright? The scripture said the Most High, he closing up the breaches. Now, if, let's say, you holding posts, right? And a stranger walk through the camp. Then guess what? You actually cause a breach because you didn't hold that post properly. Or a stranger run up and assault one of the men that prophesying. You actually cause a breach because you wasn't paying attention to what happening so that you could stop it. Alright? So you're supposed to hold posts. The holding post is a duty. Alright? Is the is the final precept here. This is 2 Timothy. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse start at verse 3. It says, "Thou therefore in your hardness as a good soldier of Mashiach." Alright, so the Lord called us to be soldiers. And a soldier, he holds his post. Alright, he guards his post. It says, "No man that warreth tangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who had called him, who had chosen him to be a soldier." Alright, so as I said, you might be there in the background and you might be talking about something that happened to you in a week, but on work, some woman, in the gym, wherever the case is, and it not pertaining to what going on in front of you, the topic. Scripture says we are the mouthpiece of the Lord. So when we speak, it is the Lord's word. So hold thy peace at the presence of the Most High, pursuant to Zephaniah 1:7. Hold your peace at the presence of the Lord. Alright, don't just be doing your own business behind and when you're holding posts. Alright? You're there to hold posts. You're there as a shield unto the men that prophesy. So therefore, magnify your office. Don't just use it as an opportunity to lollygag. Use it as an opportunity to when that is what you was called to do. So hey, do it to the best of your ability. Hold post. Make sure that you're actually hearing what's happening in behind of you, on the side of you. Make sure that nobody be able to infiltrate in the camps. Because you're there to be circumspect also. Sometimes when somebody's speaking, they can't be focusing on everything. So then that is your opportunity now to make sure everything going on perfectly well around you. So pay attention when you're holding posts. Alright, so with that, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great men, so that rule well. Salutations to the men of the hopeful and sincere elect. This is Makazaz saying Shalom.